Hey guys! I was at a craft show this past weekend, and I was helping my friend Amanda with her Luna Loop crocheting creations. Crocheting jewelry, crocheting creations, that sounds good too. I was helping her with her booth and setting up and selling and talking to people and mingling. And the first day we actually did really well. We sold quite a bit because everyone was buying pairs, like 3 pairs of earrings and 2 necklaces and stuff like that. And a lot of people were buying for stocking stuffers for like their nieces and, like their grandchildren and stuff like that. And that worked out really well. And a lot of her crochet things went pretty quickly through that first day. And then the second day, it was a little bit slower, but we still made a few good sales. I kept eyeing a couple of pieces. I was like, okay, if no one buys this by the end of Sunday, by the end of the craft show, then I'm gonna buy those. And then first there was this Harry Potter one that said Oculus Reparo, and it had little Harry Potter glasses that she had made out of wire, and it was amazing, and I loved it. And somebody bought that, and I was like, no! But it's okay. And then there was a skull one that I really liked, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, I really like that one too, so at least this way I don't buy as much. And then somebody bought that one too, so I was like, darn it! That's okay. We met a lot of cool people. A lot of her style of jewelry is very eclectic, you meet a good chunk of people that just love it. Some people kind of browse, but we met a lot of cool people, and she's got a lot of nice special orders. People are wanting specific things, so there's going to be a lot of that kind of coming up. I think we're going to try and do a fairy tale line. She was thinking of doing almost like a necklace for each Disney princess. Now, that's just an idea. I'm not really sure if that's going to happen. That was more for TriCon, which is not even happening until next September. So that's just something to kind of think about and look forward. I know she had a couple of special orders with some Disney-themed things. A lot of people were wanting some Harry Potter stuff, which is awesome for me because I'm the Harry Potter geek. And so she's been asking me, what would be some good quotes. A lot of the things I could think of were actually spells because the shorter the quote, the better. And so I kept thinking of spells like, Oculus Reparo and Mischief Managed and things like that. So, or Accio Firebolt. So I've been trying to think of spells and things like that. I don't know if you guys are interested of maybe asking, or maybe if you guys have some ideas of what would you want on a Harry Potter necklace, what would you like on a Harry Potter bracelet, or something like that. And then I think some other people were wanting more skulls. Skulls were very popular, even amongst the older generations, which I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, yeah, skulls have always been cool. They've just always been cool. So, yeah, skulls have always been cool. I met a lot of cool older ladies that I was just like, I love your hair. I love your clothes. And sometimes I feel like I was born in the wrong era, the wrong decade. Because I was just like, yeah, I will totally wear that. There was a lot of fun people. And there was a lot of other amazing vendors that I will tell you about. I learned something new. The difference between an artist booth and a vendor booth. A vendor is someone who has a company that they're selling for, and then an artist is someone who makes the stuff themselves and sells it. So that's something to keep in mind. Amanda falls in the artist category. And then there's, people who sell bags or a cup line, like Tupperware or something like that, or a food line, but they have a bigger company that they kind of call to. Those are vendors. I did not know that, so now I know things. Okay, so I'm going to talk about all the things I bought which is probably more than I should have. A lot of my money went to food because, you know, we were there for hours and we were hungry. So we bought soups, which were like $3 each. And we bought a soup each the first day and the second day. And then, you know, drinks were $1, so we got drinks sometimes. And even though we brought our own stuff, like we brought our own drinks and we brought our own things, you're sitting there for a while. And sometimes it's boring. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you're just like, for like an hour sometimes. And then other times you're just like super busy and you're like, yeah, totally. Yeah, take it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, you like that? Oh, okay. Just a lot of haha. And everyone was like really wanting the rings, but the rings were slightly too small because she had sold all her bigger ones already. And I was like, that kind of sucked. So she doesn't like making the rings, but everyone wanted them. So she's like, nah, I gotta make more rings. So that was kind of annoying for her, I think. But, you know, gotta give the people what they want. Something like that. The rings all kind of fit my fingers, though, because I have baby hands. And my sisters, we all have baby hands. Oh, my sister came by, too, and Sunday was her birthday, so she bought herself a bunch of, like, birthday gifts. But she got really awesome stuff. And in fact, one of the necklaces she bought when Amanda first made, I was like, you know, that looks something that my sister would totally wear. And that ended up being one of the necklaces she bought. And I was like, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Okay, so I'm going to start showing you the things that I had bought. This is a craft haul / a couple things I got the kids for Christmas over the past couple weeks at Target and stuff that I didn't get a chance to show you guys. And then I bought myself some things too, because I do that. Okay, so one of the first things I bought, I guess I'll go ahead and show. Let me think about it. I was trying to think of a theme for our Christmas because I like doing themes, obviously, and I've done like a Halloween Christmas tree one year, like kind of Nightmare Before Christmassy. I've done like folksy. I think last year I did like a woodland forest kind of deal. But I was like, I really want to do something special this year, but I don't know what, and I don't want to. I have enough ornaments now that I can kind of like pick and choose what kind of theme I'd like to do. And my husband Andrew, totally awesome. He was like, well, you know, he's like, you know, Nora's gonna come home with something homemade from school. And I was like, oh my god, homemade. So I had this idea that I'm just like, I have a bunch of like crafted kind of homemade ornament looking things anyway that I'm going to add to the tree. But I thought it'd be fun to like, we're gonna make our own homemade ornaments. Like, not a whole lot. I think like probably like 3 each to each person. And I think Amanda's gonna come over and help with that too, because we were gonna try and make cinnamon. You know how like it's like, I don't know if it's like clay or cookie. I'm not sure, but you make like cinnamon cookie ornaments. And because my mom used to make those, and they smelled really good. So we were gonna try and make those. And even Andrew got in the holiday spirit, which he worked retail for a really, really long time and hated Christmas. But now he's officially not in retail anymore. So he was like, okay, I'll make an ornament too. And I think he's going to make a house out of like toothpicks and paint it. And I was just like, I'm just so proud that you want to do something Christmas Day with us. So that's going to be fun. And the reason I mentioned the theme of, you know, my homemade theme for Christmas is when I was at the craft show, I saw this cute little bird. They had quite a few, you know, little crafty ornament things, but this was the one that I really liked, and Amanda really liked too, so we both ended up getting one. It was $4.50, which isn't too bad. I mean, a craft show, things are going to be $1 or $2, if not more expensive, because it's homemade. Everything's done by hand, you know. There's not a bunch. I mean, even though they had like a lot of them, you know, it takes a lot of time and tender love and care. But look at he's so cute. I guess it's I'm gonna say a cardinal. I don't really know what other kind of bird it would be. Which is cool because a cardinal is our state bird. Or robin. Might be robin. I don't think it is though. Robins are like gray and have like an orangish belly. Cardinals are red. I'm not really sure what female cardinals look like though. I know the males are really bright and have black around their eyes. Who knows? Okay. I went downstairs and there was 4 floors of craft stuff. 4 floors. There was like the main level, 2 floors above, which we were on the, you know, 2nd floor up, and then a basement. This place was packed with crafts and just insanity. The last day we kind of like took turns running around, seeing what other people had, but we never really had time to look at anything in particular. But we did find like a couple booths that we really liked, and we would grab something and then like head back, you know, like I would head back and then she would kind of go for a little bit. But even then, like we couldn't stay long, you know, because like I didn't really know every single detail about her products, so she had to like kind of browse a little bit and then come back just to make sure if they had any questions that she'd be able to answer them. I knew like the majority, you know, like she hand metal, you know, like metal presses, stamps her jewelry, a lot of it, and then hand paints it and then seals it with a nice sealer so it doesn't rub off on your clothes or anything, and lots of things like that, you know. But still, I mean, I'm not the creator. I just look like some weirdo. Like, yeah, these are my friends' crafts. A lot of the time, like, they're like, you girls do great work, and I was just like, thanks, you know, because like I don't have to explain. But I do help her with ideas sometimes, so I was just like, yeah, thanks, you know, whatever. There was another crafter that we saw at the show that we really, really liked, and who is going to be at TriCon, so we're really excited about that. She also does crochet, and she made this R2-D2 hat, which I thought my son was going to be, like, all about, but he didn't really care. Which is, I mean, I was thinking of him in mind when I got it, but then I put it on and decided I like it more. So it's mine. So I'm going to wear it. People were confused when it was just, like, on my head, but when you take it off and kind of flatten it, they're like, oh, I see it now. This was actually the first thing I bought. I kind of told myself, I was like, okay, Dory, don't buy any owl stuff. Because you have lots of owl stuff. You need more. If you're going to buy anything, buy more, you know, deer, stag, or fox, or just, you know, regular bird, you know, just other woodland creatures, because I have tons of owls. Tons and tons and tons of owls. And I didn't even see this, but my friend Amanda pointed it out to me. And I was like, why? It's needlepoint. It's so gorgeous. I mean, there's different shades of purple, and then the brown of the owl, and it's so beautiful. And then my first thought was, I want this as a tattoo, and I need to quit doing that, because I already have an owl tattoo, but I thought this would be really cool on my back. Or my chest. I don't even know. I don't know. I probably won't end up getting it as a tattoo. Because I can just see all the money I'd be spending on this. But it's so pretty. I don't even know where I'm going to put it. But I'm going to find... I thought about putting it on top of my tree. Because it's homemade. But I don't know yet. But it's a thought. I don't know. But eventually, you know, obviously it'll be in my house somewhere. It's just so pretty. And then Amanda, she got a skull one. It was kind of, it reminded us of a sugar skull, but instead of you know, like a bunch of crazy designs or whatever. It was embroidered with a bunch of like leaf-like, you know, like floral type designs within the skull. And it was all in different shades of green, which was really pretty. So maybe she'll take a picture of that or something. It's just so pretty. I was like, darn you, Amanda. Darn you. She was like, I know you don't need any more owl stuff, but I see that, and it just looks like something you would love. And I was like, damn it, I do love it. She did have a cool stag one, but it was on a pillow, and the pillows were like $20. This was $15, which, you know, justly so. I mean, it should be $15. But I was just like, I don't really need any more pillows. So I was like, I'll do this. Although I don't really need any more knickknacks either, do I? I'm a silly person. Okay, so there's that. And then, like, the show is ending, and usually around that time, the vendors and, you know, other booth people tend to kind of mark down the price a little bit just because they want to get rid of things. And, you know, some money is better than no money a lot of the time. And I saw this really cool, like, craft sign. And these people were doing, like, giant letters and then, like, painting them and adding cool designs and prints to them. And I was like, oh, those are neat. And then they were selling, and every time they would sell a piece, they'd hang a different piece, you know, in the place of whatever sold, so that their rack was complete, you know, so people had other things to look at. And they came out with an H. My last name's Hammers. So I was like, oh, no, I don't need it. And then I ended up spending all my money anyway on the kids and food. And Amanda was like, well, I'll buy that for you. And I was like, no, you don't have to buy it for me. And I was like, it's okay. I was like, I had an idea of where to put it, and then I remembered we put our whatchamacallit, our bows and arrows in the place I was thinking of putting it. And I was like, well, it's not a big deal. But then I was like, well, I could put it in my kitchen. That'd be kind of cool. And so she ended up buying it for me. And it's a giant H. And it has, like, orange and navy blue and, like, some burlap. And right now I've been putting it on the inside of my front door. I don't trust to put anything on the outside because there are vandals. But I'm being serious. There are vandals around my neighborhood. Bunch of teenage kids that just don't give a shit. But anyway. But look at it. It's like a giant H, and it's really cool. I liked it. I was like, it's so folksy. And I kind of like that it's not Christmassy colors, because then I feel like I can have it all year round. Like, it's kind of fall and it's kind of spring. So I'm just going to have it out all year round. Right now I kind of have it over my door, and I have my Harry Potter Sirius Black in prison in Azkaban poster on there. And now I feel like I need to move it somewhere, so now I gotta find a new place for that. But I think it's pretty cute. And then I have to be sneaky because my son's in the room. But I got him and my daughter I was gonna wrap them up and like actually make him, you know, presents. But I thought these would be really cool sticking out of their stockings Christmas Day. I put it in this giant box that I'm probably going to buy them something crazy and stuff in there. I thought about getting like a bunch of little things and stuffing it in this giant long box. Like, I don't know if you can tell how long it is, but it's pretty long. Yeah, it's pretty long. And I was going to stuff it with like a bunch of like medium-sized things. If I can't find anything tall and skinny, which I don't even know if I would buy them. Other than a kite, I don't really know what I'd stuff in here. And then, you know, wrapping it like a candy cane. And then having them rip that open. That would be fun. But I've been trying to hide things in here. So this guy, right? I've seen him before at the craft show last year. It's the same craft show. And he makes these amazing, like, wooden toys. He does, like, those wooden cork guns, you know? Like, they pop the cork out. Those really old-fashioned ones. And, like, old-fashioned trains and cars and stuff like that. He made some really cool stuff. And he needs some swords. And I don't know about you guys, but my kids really like swords. So I got this one for Nora, which was $6, and that was like insane. I was like, are you sure? $6? And then, try to be sneaky. I'm being sneaky. For the little boy, I got him this. I have to hide it. It's like right there. So, that was $5. And I was $1 short, and I was like, oh, I can only get one. And he's like, I'm easy. Don't worry about it. Just take them both, and I'll just be $1 short. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you sure? He was the nicest old man ever. He was just so cool. And I showed Amanda, and she really liked it. And we had this idea of the one I got for Nora, getting Amanda one, and then painting it a blue and making it sting, because we're going to be Frodo and Sam at TriCon. And I was like, oh my god, it'd be perfect. So she bought one too, and so we're going to do that sometime. She'll probably do all that because she's got the really cool like blue metallic paint. And then she was going to, I think, print out Elvish, the Elvish that was on Sting, and like, I don't know, like, I guess glue it, stick it on there, some kind of thing like that, adhesive, I don't know, but it's going to be awesome, and I'm excited. It's going to be really cool. So I had to be really sneaky not to show anything, and I have a couple more things to be sneaky about. Now, the little boy, I don't want to say his name so he doesn't look, he had picked this out while we were out shopping. This little dragon thing. So, I got that for him. And then a cool stocking stuffer that I had bought him a while ago. All these dinosaurs. And then for Nora, I got her these really cool galaxy leggings that are fleece on the inside, which I thought was really awesome. I'm jealous because I want them. And this really cute top that I thought it's just so cute. Would be really nice for like winter, and it's a little big so she can wear it for a couple of years. And that was on sale, so they have so many woodland creature tops for girls right now, and I want to buy them all for her, but none of them are on sale, and they probably won't be until like closer to Christmas, and then they'll all be gone by then. Makes me sad. So that's all the stuff I bought. Just a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, the craft show was insane, and there is going to be a couple craft shows coming up. I don't know if she's going to be doing one. There's one in New Harmony, which is a town not too far from here. That's like hella Christmas. That's going to be happening December, the first weekend of December, which I think is the 6th and 7th. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure it's 6th and 7th. She doesn't know if she got that one yet, because she hadn't gotten a call back. And then the weekend after is a Wired, it's called like Wired something craft show. That one she is for sure going to. I'm trying to get a sitter so that I can help her out. She says she can do it by herself, which I'm sure she's done before and she's capable, but I hate for her to have to go alone because there's a lot of work involved, and she'd be, it takes her like an hour to set up everything, and with, I feel like if I'm there, at least I can help her, I can get her a drink if she needs it, I can help her set up the table, I can, I help, like, she handles the money, I package the items and give it to people, like, I feel like we're a good team, and I hate for her to have to do all that by herself. I know she's capable, but I just think that it sucks. And, sometimes, the Wired one is going to be, like, pretty much 10 hours straight, almost. Because you have to get there, like, an hour and a half early to set up. And then, and you have to stay an hour later to take everything down. And it's a lot of work involved. I mean, it's a labor of love. I mean, you don't do that. It's not for the faint-hearted, you know. You don't just like, oh, I think I'll try it, you know, see if I like it. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. You have to in order to keep doing it, you have to really love doing it. So, I just want to make sure that she's not stuck and on her own. And sometimes it's boring being there by yourself. So hopefully that'll work out good. See if I can get a sitter, and that would be fun. And I was gonna start painting again. I really love painting, and I used to paint all the time. I haven't been able to in a few years, just because we were really broke and I couldn't afford canvas, and I would paint on cardboard, I would paint on styrofoam, and anything I could really find. But now I'm really low on paints and stuff like that, and I was planning on doing paintings for TriCon anyway, but, you know, with these Christmas craft shows coming up, if I'm able to go, I thought, well, I could do some Christmassy trees and things like that, you know, just to see if I can sell. And all the money I'm going to make, I plan on using for the crafts. You know, like I wasn't really going to keep any to myself, except maybe to like buy a drink while I'm there or something. Yeah, I thought that'd be cool. And it just gives me an excuse to kind of paint things, because I don't get to paint much. And I used to really, really love it. So I'm hoping I get to do that more. Okay, well, I hope this was fun. I love you guys. If you live locally, feel free and come to the craft shows. They'll be fun. And if there's any kind of item or something you would really like Amanda to possibly make, feel free and go to her Facebook page, Luna Loop Crochet and Jewelry. I will link her down below. And yeah, check her out. She's going to have some, even if there's nothing in particular that you want, you know, she's going to be coming out with new pieces soon. And you can check that out. So, bye guys.